Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. Today is a first for me. It's a first in a way that I've never actually done a review of a truck for Jade Transport. This is the very first truck that I will have sold to Larry and Kim, David, Jonathan, and the team at Jade Transport. So a huge thank you to everybody there for giving me the privilege of looking after you. So tons to cover in this video. I'm so excited to show it to you. Without further ado, let's see what this thing is all about. All right, we are outside. It is a little chilly. Spring is in the air. Well, the sun is kind of showing that it is in the air because it's getting a little brighter here as the days are becoming longer, which is nice. Doing this on location here, kind of at our location. Here's a historic floodway. This is going to be full of water here this spring. And then the river is way down there. You can actually see people on the ice with ice fishing huts that they have set up out there. But anyhow, we're not here to look at that. We are here to look at this beauty. 377. This is Jade Transport's newest addition to their fleet. It is unit number 377. It's a custom ordered W900L. I ordered this truck originally to be our first project truck for the year. That all kind of got thrown by the wayside. No more stock trucks, not for a while anyways, until we get all of our parts shortages figured out. But this truck here, was so happy that I was able to get it changed to Larry's color. This is called dark green. I believe the color is L0367. Very lovely color. Nice amount of metal flake in it. And Larry surprised me and put some custom stripes on it here. These are vinyl stripes. Vinyl is not final. That's something Larry likes to say. You can change it up, but really cool design on there. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. So a lot of this truck here, I just basically delivered the truck with no accessories. Larry, obviously owner of Jade, his son runs Shift Products, David, and they outfitted this truck with a whole bunch of chrome. So I'd love to show you what that's all about. And you got to check out Shift Products. They got lots of beautiful things to go on trucks here. So starting up at the front, this is the standard Texas bumper that we offer from the factory. The additional marker lights were installed after the fact here. We also have the JW speaker headlight installed there just on the daytime running. Then we got the high beam, just a standard high beam in there from the factory. 7 grill bars across the front here, so we added the additional 4. That's something I did. And we also have the heavy duty hood hinge right there, which makes it a little bit easier to open. Still a bit of a challenge for me, but the weight I'm packing on these days is helping, so that's good. As far as what we got up front here, it's a 13.2 wide track front axle. So with a mirror polish, so these are the rims that can be repolished over and over and over again. And then we also have the Shift Products Kenworth emblem on the fender here. So these are the turn signal fender lights, along with the air cleaner lights right here, the watermelons on the cab cowl. Also have the turn signal lights up on the mirror arm brackets. So that's a really nice option to put on there. And then down below, what I did is we ordered it with the polished battery box with the polished end caps, same on the other side. We did no cab skirting, or no cab skirts were installed on this after the fact, just how Larry wanted to have it set up. I think it looks really nice and clean, really nice job. Put the def tank right here. This is the 30-gallon def tank with the polished cover on it. I had to repolish the tanks because I ordered this truck with non-polished fuel tanks because when I was ordering this as a stock truck, I was going to have the tanks painted, but we like to keep it nice and shiny for Jade. So we repolished. Rob did a fantastic job, a 4-stage cut and polish. Beautifully done. Looks fantastic as always. So you got to check Rob out, Big Truck Detail. He's on Instagram. Go give him a follow. He is doing some really nice work. As far as a few extra things here that were done, the rear bunk lights were changed out. So those are the shift lights that have the watermelons integrated. Turn them all on just for the video here. As far as the frame access, I ordered these trucks with no frame access steps from the factory. That's why there's no grab handles on the back bunk here. So that's just how I like to make it nice and clean on the back of the bunk. We also have a dark green frame. So this is a painted metal flake frame right from the factory. This step box with the toolbox integrated was installed after the fact by Larry. And then the same thing with this catwalk right here, the deck plate. So, because I order it without a deck plate, without steps, and without handles, it's kind of how I do it. As far as the airline and electrical line box, it's all right in here with the Tektran wrap all the way around it, and on the hose antenna or pogo stick, depending on what you want to call it. This is a 260 wheelbase. So, and of course it's a W9L, and this is the 72-inch Aero Cab Aerodyne sleeper, so the tall sleeper. While we're looking up there, these are the straight cut, the slash cuts, sorry, the flat cuts. Slash would be, I guess, at an angle, but these are the stove tops. Really nice stacks on there, looks really sharp. Gotta love it. Love doing all the different stuff. It's just nice to see some variety sometimes, and every truck is its own piece, and it always looks good when you do something a little bit different, tweak it. And I really like actually how the stripes go through the window. It's kind of a neat way of doing it, just something different. Haven't actually seen that done before. Really a fan. As far as the back end here, we have the AG400L. So this is the 4-bag air ride with the deep drop Class 8 fenders. So these are the deep drops, and then it's the blind mount as well. So you got these nice stainless bolts with the hex heads and the blind mount, so you don't see any brackets or anything. It's all underneath. Looks good, and they're all painted to match the truck too. So the frame anyways, looks really sharp. Same thing with the rear wheels. These are the mirror polished rims on the back end. As far as the fifth wheel, this is a Yost fifth wheel. Normally I put on Holland fifth wheels with all the parts global shortages. We have some coming with Yost, some coming with Holland. This is the Yost equivalent, what we put on. 24-inch slide, roughly 7.5-inch ride height, and that's what we got there. As far as the back end here, we got the mud flap hangers, the factory ones, changed out with the black, and then the Shift Products little stainless weights on the bottom. Looks kind of cool. As far as the diffs, these are Super 40s. The Dana Spicer D40 172Ps with the oil pump, and gear ratio is a 342 on the back end here. You'll notice we have disc brakes back here, so that is disc brakes, and the truck is disc all the way around, just in case you're wondering. 11R22.5 rubber, so that's what we got there. You can see a little bit of snow. I was backing up a little bit too far in there. It's getting a little, almost stuck, but not quite. Hardly at all, actually. This side is nice and clean, no step access or anything, just nice clean on the side. As far as the fuel tank on this side, this is a 150-gallon fuel tank right here. And of course, lined up perfectly, just kind of how I like to do it. Line up the backs, line up the straps, so everything's nice and even and nice and clean. And then the gap here and the gap there is the same. That's just balanced, symmetrical, OCD, whatever you want to call it. As far as underneath here as well, you can notice it has the Arctic Fox fuel tank heaters. So I have that on the truck. And then you can see the exhaust port. There was an aftermarket installed SPAR heater on this truck as well. DPF and emissions toolbox is mounted in here with the polished cover and the polished end caps. Looks super clean. And we'll take a peek up here at the air cleaners. So these air intake cleaners are the 15-inch with the bolts on the inside. So it's, again, a really clean finished look to it. You just push down on the top, spring loaded, give it a turn, pops off. So that's what we got there. No air cleaner covers, elephant ears. Just put the air intake right there, and that makes there enough room for these to go in there. And it also looks kind of old school and cool. The front end was lowered on this here. I'll show you that here in a second. Yeah, why don't we open up the hood and take a look in there. Ooh, that sun is getting nice and low. I'm gonna have to finish this off pretty quick because this is the time of day in the videography and the photography world. That it's not what I call it, or it's not, I didn't name it, but it's called the magic hour. The lighting is just super cool. And there's not a cloud in the sky, so get a really nice contrast. I'm really excited to see what these pictures are going to turn out and look like. All right, so under the hood here we have the Cummins X15 Performance Series. It's a 565 1850 torque. It's what I like to order as my standard stock project trucks. As far as what was done on the front here, lowered the front end here, changed the U-bolts, repainted them, changed the shackle on the back end here to a shorter shackle, so it's a little bit lower, and then a 3-axle alignment was done as well. So just kind of a combination of all those things were done. Like I said, disc brakes on it on the front end too. Power steering is right in here. We got the Davco 382 fuel filter. We have the additional lights underneath there just to brighten up underneath the hood if you need to do some work and it's dark out, which is common pretty much for most of the day in wintertime up here in Canada. As far as the oil chuck is right there, the oil fill is, I don't know, I'm getting a little bit lost here. Oh yeah, right down there. And then we got your fuel filter right over there. So let's take a look on the other side and we'll show you what's on the other side there. Magic hour, it's almost here. All right, so over here we have a bunch of changed around options here that Jay did. they have, I got to understand it better to explain it, so I will discuss it in a future video, but I know they've installed an S-part heater in the bunk, but as far as additional options with blowers and inline heat for their trailer, something, I believe all this is to do with it. I'll have to get it explained to me properly. I'm not going to pretend I know what I'm talking about there, because I don't. Turbo, pretty simple on this side here. Accessories right up there. So let's just close up the hood and finish the tour on the inside. Oh, it's not COVID, promise. No COVID. All done. It's over. It's finished. All right. We are inside the truck now. I'm going to turn on the light here. Oh, I looked right at that. All right, we're gonna take a look on the inside here. The truck is running. My toes were totally frozen from shooting all that video. Oh, another one? Nope, nope. I'm good. All right, so let's go through this interior, but I just gotta show you guys this here. This sunset is, I just love coming up here. It's just so cool. Anyhow, okay, so going across the dash here, in standard fashion, I like to order them with the full gauge package. And yes, I know, don't worry about the fuel. I'm fine. There's a fuel line that just needs to be connected, but don't worry about that. Not a big deal. I'm sure I'm gonna get comments. Don't worry, it's all good. So full gauge package, we got the full dash with all the switches here as well. We got the diff locks over here. The lights are on because they were engaged when I was just kind of shuffling around in the area here. Air suspension dump. There's your idle control and your cruise control. So here, I'll just bump up the idle speed a little bit. Very simple to do that actually. Turn that on and then you can adjust that. Everybody pretty much knows how to do that. Jake controls right there. There is the hazards, air slide for the fifth wheel, auxiliary lights. So that's for the air cleaners. Beacon light switch, and then PTO and the DPF regen switch. Now down here is the control for the heat, HVAC, and then this here button turns on the fan in the bunk if you so choose to have that on. Down on this side here we have the additional gauges, and then your interior lights, the sleeper light switch, and then there's the engine fan, traction control, and then the back of the sleeper. Those are those four red lights on the back there as well. So that's that. I'll just shut those off for now. Actually, leave them on. Window lift controls, power mirror controls, door lock controls, and obviously the handle to get out. I ordered it with a leather wrap steering wheel. This could be changed out if a person wants. So if you order it with a smart wheel, you're stuck with a smart wheel. So word to the wise, if you want to change your steering wheel, make sure you have a standard or a leather wrap steering wheel, not a smart wheel. We got the wood grain dash, which means it is a diamond VIT interior. So you can see here going across the entire bunk, it is the black diamond VIT, which is also on the doors as well. Now, while we're looking down there, you'll notice here we got the carpet floor mats. So these are the Shift Products full carpet floor mats. I didn't install them over here yet because I'm driving. I have it kind of coiled up over there. So that's a little bit about the front here. Before we look in the bunk, I'll just show you the dash here. It is a black dash, so you can see the glove box is black, so is the top, and then the pieces around here are all black as well, so that's something to do. These are the Sears ultra leather seats, so a really nice wide base seat, and then they have the lumbar and then the height adjustment as well. Now over here, it has the arm rests that flip up and out of the way. So that's a little bit about that. Now I had some fun with the lights back here. I'm just, whatever, goofing around, playing with my toys. All right. Okay, so yeah, I got all my stuff out here. This is a little baggie that we like to give out to our customers here with all of our operators' manuals and everything in there. So that's just something we just started doing. But on this side here, we have a little storage area that you can have a TV go in there. And then there's this little table that flips down. You just got to pull this little latch right there. And then this just flips out of the way, very simple. And then it locks back into place like so, very easy. Down below here, this is the fridge. So pretty self-explanatory. The switch to turn the fridge on is over here, right there. That turns the fridge on. On this side here, you can see we have another storage compartment right here. And this is a nice deep storage compartment. You got a hanger right down there, and then that goes right down to the bottom. Up here is more storage, same thing up above here. And then we got the two lower drawers. Those drawers are not standard. If you order the Diamond Interior or the Diamond VIT, you get the cabinet doors here and here, but nothing down there. So make sure that if you are ordering a W9 or a T800 and you want to have those lower drawers, 857-0000 is the sales code. So make sure you have that in there. I'm pretty sure that is the sales code. It's about $450 to add those in, but make sure you do that. Otherwise, you're going to just have open shelves, which some people like, some people don't, but it's not standard. Just don't forget, okay? I'm serious. All right, on the back wall here, we have the S-bar control. There's the heat control for the back. And then adjustment for the temperature. And this is powered by that switch right down there. So that you push this one in, that one shuts off the bunk heat or air conditioning, controls it. We got a little panel light right there, alarm clock, and then an additional light right there. It is a double bunk, so being a stand-up, it has the upper bed, which is an option. You can order it without that. You can order it with a shelf. So a few different ways to configure that truck sleeper. All right. All right, so that's it for this week's video. A big thank you to the entire team at Jade Transport. If I missed anybody, I apologize, but thank you so much for purchasing this truck. So pumped to bring the very first W9L that I've sold to you guys. So if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, I'd sure love it if you did that. You can just click the link in the bottom here. If you want to be a super subscriber, you can hit that bell and be notified about future videos. So if you also want to even take it up a level more, get in touch with me. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter and Tumblr and TikTok and all these other things. You can go up here, takes you to my other website, thekenworthguy.com, and then on there you can reach out to me on other social media platforms or connect with me directly. Thank you so much for watching. I sure appreciate you guys coming back here every single week. If you are new to the channel, thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed your time here and enjoyed this truck video. I got more coming. Looking forward to W9 season, which is just around the corner. Well, we're kind of getting an early start this year, and that's a good thing. So thanks so much for watching. Have yourself the world's best day. And as always, you are Kenworth. No, as always, you're Kenworth more than you know. Bye.